Tonight, what goes on behind the scenes to ensure safety for your family at the State Fair. Plus, a community effort to bring high school baseball to Great Falls is on its way to reaching its first goal.
This is something that is greatly needed. The people are going to benefit from this.
And later, today was the grand opening for a new convenience store in Hart Butte.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening, and thanks for making KRTV your choice for news at 5:30. I'm Tim McGonigal. First tonight, with the Montana State Fair in full swing, families are heading out to enjoy their time. But with such large crowds, how are families and authorities ensuring safety for children visiting this year? MTN's Justin Robichaud spoke with the Cascade County Sheriff to get a better understanding of the protocols in place.
Thousands of people are in town for the State Fair, which can also bring out every parent's worst nightmare.
Probably one of the biggest things that we deal with is people getting separated from their children.
Cascade County Sheriff Jesse Slaughter says when separation happens, parents have a point of contact to go to.
First thing you do is calm them down. We try to bring them back to our command center, make sure they're taken care of. We also usually bring them back here because it's the most likely place the child will go to find them.
Slaughter says to take necessary steps to ensure kids' protection.
I encourage parents, if you're going to bring your young child to the fair, make sure you're with them at all times, supervising them and making sure they're safe.
Parents have their own plan of action when it comes to the safety of their kids.
We have 4 kids with us and we have 3 adults. So each adult we all have cell phones, and we take turns with the kids if we have to step away so we can always be with them.
Communication is the key in staying together.
We let them know where we're going to be, and they let us know where they're going to be. We also have a meetup time.
Parents are encouraged to teach their kids to use good judgment, as anything can happen.
The fair can be fun, but it can also be very dangerous, and they need to know the good parts, and they need to know what to look out for.
In Great Falls, Justin Robichaud, MTN News.
Well, today was one of the quieter days we've seen here in central Montana so far this week. Just some isolated storms around. We did see some lightning out in Fergus County and into parts of Hill County as well for today. And we are tracking some storms that are starting to push into southwest Montana, and those will continue to move further to the north. So we could see a little bit of thunder and maybe some lightning in the Helena area going into later this evening. But most of those storms will start to die out before they actually reach Helena. Wind speeds right now between about 5 and 15 miles an hour out of the east-northeast for the entire area. So it is just a little bit breezy across the region. Winds gusts have been as high as 30 miles an hour for today. Looking through the rest of your evening, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. We have seen a lot of clouds around in Great Falls. Temperatures will slowly fall through the 70s. And again, there is that risk for some thunder and lightning, likely around 8:30 to 9 o'clock this evening in Helena. I don't expect there to be much precipitation with that storm, but another round of storms possible tomorrow afternoon and evening, with our high temperatures getting up into the upper 70s and low to mid 80s.
A community effort to bring high school baseball to town is rounding third and heading home after months of fundraising. The committee now just shy of reaching their first goal of $101,000. With about $8,000 left to hit their first fundraising goal, the fundraising committee is asking the community for support as they close in on the July 31st deadline. The money will cover uniforms and equipment for both schools, with hopes of fielding a team for the 2026 season. Organizers say the program will give young athletes a chance to pursue their passion while fostering a sense of school pride.
Help us make this a reality. These boys want to play. Let's give them the opportunity that they might not otherwise have. Let's rally around these boys and give them this opportunity.
Those interested in supporting high school baseball can visit this story on our website to donate. The University of Providence men's basketball team is coming off a Frontier Conference runner-up season, and they have high expectations for winter. But head coach J.C. Isaacson has something far more important on his mind. His 2-year-old son, Clay Kobe, is facing open-heart surgery next week in Denver. MTN's Tom Wiley met with him to learn more about the journey.
Yeah. If there's one thing you should know about Clay Kobe Isaacson, it's this. He's a chill dude, and he loves basketball.
Clay loves to come up here to the gym. He loves it. He's got his ball with him. He loves to shoot. At home, he'll sit there and watch basketball.
But next week, the 2-year-old will have to step away from the court for the most serious procedure of his young life.
Clay has a severely dilated aortic root, and they're going to go in and they're going to do a graft. It is open heart surgery. It's full bypass, be a major procedure. And
Clay was born with neonatal Marfan syndrome, a rare connective tissue disorder that affects his heart, his lungs, and more. Clay and his mom will remain in Denver for 4 to 6 weeks while he recovers.
We trust the team down there, but the recovery process is pretty long. But he's a fighter. He's been down there. He's got a great team down there, and we know that's the best place for him.
Through every setback, the Isaacson family has leaned on their faith, Great Falls, and the basketball community, which has stepped up with fundraisers like Hoops for a Cause and donations from friends and strangers alike.
It's amazing. I mean, people are really good. People are amazing, and they'll step up and help.
This week, JC's niece Taylor Isaacson is raffling off a piece of metal art to help offset costs for the trip to Colorado.
The support has made it so we can seek the care where we need to seek it, but be surrounded by the people we love in this community, which is just amazing.
Clay's condition means there's no roadmap for his future, but his parents remain hopeful.
There is no chart, there is no progression, there are no milestones. It's his journey, but he's already exceeded the 16 to 18 month life expectancy, and we plan on shattering that and watching him blossom into a great young man.
And as Clay prepares for the biggest fight of his life, he's collecting prayer warriors for his team every passing day.
If you're one that prays, pray for Clay Kobe.
Tom Wiley, MTN Sports.
A Montana soldier who gave his life during World War II has been identified. U.S. Army Private Leonard R. Jackson of Great Falls was officially accounted for on December 16th of 2024, more than 80 years after he died as a prisoner of war in the Philippines. Jackson was captured during the fall of Bataan in 1942 and passed later that year in a Japanese POW camp. His remains were buried in a mass grave at the Cabanatuan Camp Cemetery. After years of DNA analysis, the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency confirmed his identity. Private Jackson will be laid to rest at the Arlington National Cemetery and will be honored with solemn recognition of his service and sacrifice. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Montana has given the Montana Historical Society $50,000 to help launch a free field trip program. The program, which is slated to start next year, aims to bring students from across the state to Helena to visit the Capitol and the new Montana Heritage Center. The money can be used by schools to cover both transportation and lodging. Applications will be accepted on an ongoing basis with 2 deadlines. The first round of applications will be accepted until October 13th, while the second wave of funding will be open until January 4th of 2026. A long-awaited Rival has now opened its doors in Hart Butte, giving residents the ability to purchase basic essentials and groceries without making a 30-minute trek to the nearest store in Browning. MTN's Anissa Coomer reports.
Hart Butte's new convenience store is officially open, and it's already drawing a crowd. It's designed to serve the community with easier access to everyday essentials, part of a bigger push to support local development right here on the reservation. For the community of Hart Butte, today is more than just a grand opening. It's a turning point and cause for celebration.
This particular store is a godsend.
The Warrior's Den is the first convenience store to open in town in over a decade, and the closest option for groceries or basic goods for nearly 30 miles.
And it's been a very difficult time for the community.
Without a store in town, residents have had to get creative, some turning their homes into makeshift shops, buying in bulk to share with neighbors. And in the winter, traveling out of town became more than inconvenient, it became dangerous.
Without the store here is really hard, especially during winter time. Because we have to travel in and now, that's like 30 miles out. So with the store being here now, it makes it really simple.
The store also means jobs for local residents, including 6 store clerks as well as security.
What brought me to here was I just really wanted this to open up for our community soon. And I knew they needed the employment, so I was like, all right, let's get this going.
The Warrior's Den is part of a larger plan to further develop Hart Butte. A gas station opened just last year, and the tribe recently purchased the local post office. More projects are on the way, including a new fitness center and senior center.
This is something that is greatly needed. The people are going to benefit from this.
Warriors Den, let's go Den! The Warriors Den!
In Hart Butte, I'm Anissa Coomer, MTN News.
This is the best way to get black bear genetic samples without ever having to touch them.
What may look like an obstacle in the wild is actually proving to be a valuable research tool in the study of black bears.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks is using some interesting methods to study black bears. For the past 3 years, they have been using hair corrals to gather DNA and information about the animals. The agency sets up about 60 to 80 corrals in a region of study, which in the past has included the Blackfoot River drainage and an area west of Kalispell. This year, the focus is in the Little Belt Mountains, where technicians gather hair on barbed wire left behind by bears. They also deploy remote motion-triggered cameras at each site.
That way we'll be able to monitor what animals are coming in and out of the corral, both across species and from individual black bears. And that'll give us an opportunity at the end of the season to tie individual hair samples to a photo of that animal as they enter or exit the corral.
The idea of a hair corral is not unique to Montana. FWP says it's a technique being deployed across the country. Tonight at 10 in our Montana Ag segment, we'll learn more about how FWP attracts bears into the hair corrals. During their 53rd season, Shakespeare in the Parks is returning to Great Falls, bringing the public a chance to enjoy classic theater under the stars. MTN's Quentin Shores spoke with the Great Falls Public Library and the Great Falls Theater Company about what preparation looks like.
To be or not to be. Now, my acting skills leave a lot to be desired, but the upcoming performances of Shakespeare in the Park have me feeling very inspired.
Shakespeare in the Park is an experience. From the moment you show up at 5 o'clock for the pre-show to the moment they step on stage at 6 to start the actual production, it is something that is mind-blowing.
Shakespeare in the Park is coming to Gibson Park on August 8th and August 9th with 2 performances. They're going to start out with Henry V and close out with As You Like It. Both shows are different, so it's worth going both nights.
Shakespeare in the Park is a free program that is brought to all communities, or most communities in Montana. It's a huge program that's been going on for 53 years now.
A donor left the Great Falls Library Foundation in her will in the early 90s, and a portion of those funds were designated to cultural programming, i.e. Shakespeare in the Parks.
Just thrilled for the foundation to support Montana Shakespeare in the Parks back in Great Falls again. We had a hiatus a few years ago, and now it is back.
And for the Great Falls Theater Company, nothing is more important than maintaining the arts.
Providing this opportunity is everything, really. You can have so many day jobs, you can have so many different experiences, and you see it with this their amazing set they always bring in, their costuming, the way that they just bring the story to life. It's magic. I don't know any other way to explain it.
They have 2 sponsors, that being the Great Falls Public Library and the Great Falls Theater Company, Teriyaki Madness as the dinner sponsor for the actors, but they are still open to breakfast sponsors.
Spend an evening with all of us all together under the big sky.
In Great Falls, outside, with your friends, with your community, there's no better way to spend an evening.
In Great Falls, I'm Quentin Shores, MTN News.